I'll be talking about fractions. This video can be viewed as a worksheet where you can pause the video to work the problem and then press the play to see the solution. For this and other videos, you can contact me, Professor Santiago, at http://www.freedomuniversity.tv or at 719-963-5873 or at john@e-liteworks.com or eliteworks.com. So if you want to see other video topics, you can contact me with the above coordinates and I'll get back with you. Okay, let's start off with a dollar and see how many parts it can be composed of. Well, we all know that a dollar is composed of 100 pennies, where we can think of the 100 pennies as the wholes, what represents the dollar, and the single penny represents a part. So it takes about 100 parts, in this case a penny, to form this whole. So once again, this 100 pennies forms that whole. We also know that a dollar is equal to 20 nickels. Again, we have this whole represented by 20 nickels, and each nickel represents a part. In this case, 1 nickel is 1 in 20 in this case. So 1 is the part, and this single nickel of 1 is a part, and this whole set of 20 nickels is the whole. Similarly, 10 dimes is $1. So we have 10 dimes as the whole for representing this dollar bill, and this one single dime represents the part. And then finally, we have 4 quarters representing this dollar. That single quarter represents the part, and the 4 quarters represents the whole. So once again, we're going to use the quarters as an example of expressing fractions. These 4 quarters once again represents this dollar bill. So in other words, the number of parts to represent the whole is equal to 4. The single part, in this case I circled, is a 1. So in fraction notation, this represents 1/4. So we have 4 parts representing this whole, and we just circled 1. So in the numerator, this represents the number of parts. In this case I circled 1. And then in the bottom is the number of parts representing the whole. In this case, these 4 quarters. We can express this fraction in terms of percentages. By definition, we take this fraction, multiply by 100, and in this example it's equal to 25%. Because 1 divided by 4 is equal to 0.25, then when you multiply by 100, it's equal to 25%. So let's do another one where we have again 4 quarters as a whole, and this time I highlighted 3 quarters. So pause the video and work this problem to find the fraction as well as the percentage. So what we have here is the number of parts divided by the whole. The whole here is 4, and the number of parts that are highlighted in red are 3. So 3 divided by 4 is the fraction. Now when we put it in percentages, we multiply this fraction by 100, and that gives us 75%. There'll be several more examples without my narration, so you can pause the video to work it, and again play when you finish and try to find out what the solution is. This makes sense because these 3 quarters is 75 cents. And 75 cents is part of this dollar, or 75% worth of this dollar. Now you try with this example. Here I highlighted the number of nickels here, and your job is to find the fraction associated with this example of 20 nickels. From there, you also want to calculate the percentage for this. So press the pause button to work this problem. And when finished, press the play button to see the solution. The solution to this, as you can see, is 4 divided by 20. 4 divided by 20 times 100 is 20%. So that's the percentage rate for this example. Now you try this example. Here I highlighted the number of nickels shown here. We still have 20 nickels consisting of this whole. So find the fraction, find the percentage rate. Pause the video, and when complete, press the play. So here the solution is 15 divided by 20 is the fraction. 15 divided by 20 times 100 is the percentage rate. In this case, it's 75%. As a side note of equivalent fraction, we can represent 1520 as follows. The numerator will be 3 times 5. The denominator will be 4 times 5. Well, we know 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. So the equivalent fraction of 15/20 can be simplified to 3/4 as shown here. And 3/4 is 75%.